Hello and welcome to The Conversation. I'm Tony Katz. This special YouTube, Facebook edition of The Conversation. Remember, if you want to see more of these shows, check us out at PJTV.com. Bill Maher has jumped the shark. And then, to make sure you didn't miss it, he ran back and jumped over it again. Recently on his HBO show, Real Time with Bill Maher, Bill was speaking to one of his panelists about universal health care and came to a most unique analysis. Here's the clip.
Because we don't have government health care. That's one reason why a crazy person gets a gun. Because, you know what? It's hard for a crazy person to get a job. So therefore, it's hard for them to get health care in a country that doesn't have government.
Yeah, that's right. Bill Maher just made the connection that a society that doesn't offer universal health care will create madmen who buy guns and shoot members of Congress through the head. And he got paid by HBO to do it. You know, there's rhetoric. Then there are the lies of New York Times columnist Paul Krugman. And then there's this, the obvious ranting of a sick mind so hell-bent on the destruction of those he deems responsible for the problems of the world that he is willing to do near anything to destroy them. And then, of course, there's Jared Lee Loughner. So the conversation is, what the is wrong with Bill Maher? Joining me to discuss from PJTV's front page, Alan Barton. He is contributor of Big Hollywood and, of course, somewhat good lawyer, Kurt Schlichter, and the host of Cruiser Control, Stephen Kruiser. Gentlemen, I'm not kidding. What is this man's major malfunction?
I've never.
Yes, that's correct.
You know, I've never considered Bill Maher to have very much of a brain. Is the problem? He's never struck me as that smart. So for him to be able to associate ideas, that it's like a monkey with a typewriter.
And he figures one day he'll get Shakespeare?
Yeah, or something, or he doesn't care. He's being paid to be provocative. So I think I'm not sure. Some part of me thinks he doesn't quite believe it. He's doing it to be provocative. But part of me, it's a monkey with a typewriter. He takes ideas and concepts and groups and sort of crashes them together in stupid ways. I mean, even what's his name? The Cajun was looking like, what did you just say?
Oh, Carville, yeah.
Carville, expression on his face.
Who looked like Mardi Gras just threw up all over him.
Exactly. Was like, really, dude?
Well, you know, you got to understand that Bill Maher's job is to string together random streams of nouns, verbs, and adjectives together, you know, along with his panel, which consists of guys like the ex-drummer of Jackal. Remember them?
First of all, don't mock Jackal. Never mock a good metal band.
Hey, they were nowhere near as good as Poison. Look, the fact is...
Good point. +1.
Bill Maher is no one, and no one watches him, and no one cares. I am intrigued, though, by the thought process behind this, because I own many guns, but I think that's why, that's because I also pay for my own health care. So by paying for my own health care and carrying out my own personal responsibility of supporting myself, I think I become, well, a menace to society. So
obviously you're a menace to society.
That makes sense, because
sure, you put me sitting right next to him.
Obviously.
Exactly. I'm marring.
Let me explain from an insider's perspective. Bill Maher, when you say jump the shark, in Bill Maher's case, that means had actual sexual relations with a shark, okay?
Oh, okay.
So Lord only knows what he picked up there that may be causing some sort of dementia.
Seriously,
okay?
I got to get to the Playboy Mansion. That sounds like an awesome time.
Bill Maher also is playing to an audience that can take James Carville in a hot dog on a stick uniform seriously, okay? So you've got a combination of things working there that make it so you really don't ever have to listen to him. And I think that bad rear comb over, a lot of cold is getting to his head. I think a lot of cold.
He made the correlation that societies that don't offer universal health care lead to madmen who buy guns, as opposed to the fact that the madman's just a madman.
Because the poor guys, and our producer Mark here made a good point today. He said, how do people without jobs afford guns? That was the thing, because Maher was talking about poor people who couldn't afford health insurance, and if you can't afford health insurance, I don't have a 99-cent gun store anywhere near me. So
no,
I don't know.
You live in the wrong part of LA.
Yeah, there's an entitlement I can get behind, allowing everybody to execute their fully live out their God-given Second Amendment right. No, so.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, but this is the guy who said that the 9/11 terrorists displayed courage, if you remember, and
right,
got himself
sure,
kicked off of ABC for it, and then so he went to HBO where he sort of protected to say the most outrageous things. And what did he say a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, about the troops in in Japan, if they're still there, they're gonna have to learn to rape themselves. It's some horrible, ridiculous. You know,
and then he looks at the audience for a laugh because there's no punchline anymore. He does this.
Yeah, he's certainly stopped being funny a long time ago, but he doesn't have any real intelligence to back up not being funny.
And I remember when he was funny.
If you're not gonna be funny, you better be smart.
I remember when he was funny. I enjoyed when he's funny. What we're seeing here is just the absolute loss of his own ability to put together one cogent sentence. It is disgusting. That right there is Alan Barton. The man next to him is Kurt Schlichter. The man next to me is Stephen Kruiser. I'm Tony Katz. Thanks for watching this special YouTube Facebook edition of The Conversation with Tony Katz. Don't forget to go to pjtv.com to see more. Have a conversation on your own. See you next time.